Easter egg. Alright, let me get it out of the box. Let's see what's in the package. I know you've all seen it before, but you're gonna see mine now. So, yeah, it's a big box. Probably one of the biggest I've had, maybe. Let me open this stuff up and see what we got. Alright, so this is the tail feathers. The wings are beautiful. The fuselage hasn't come out of that box yet. Got to pitch a little fit about some assembly issues we might have right here. So observe this angle right here and that. This is with the spars in. As you see, I got the spar in. Also, right there where that, kind of hard to show you, where the square end of the elevator is going to go into the plastic slot. It's going to be tight. I'm going to have to mess up the foam a little bit to get this to go together, because this taper right here is going that way, and as you see, this comes out. It's going to be a squeeze. I'm like 5 minutes into this, and I'm feeling a little bit of frustration, and I think it's the same way on this side too, if you look at it. I mean, that's, you know, it's going to be tight. That's going to be a challenge to put together right there. So that's my first little complaint about it, I guess. I'm sure you can see what I'm saying. See how that comes out? This comes out to here. Well, fucking, that's all the way in there. It's got a spar in it, so it can't slide. It can't slide that way. It can't go any way. It's got a spar in it. It's really tight there. Talk about that square piece going in. Might have to carve a little bit of foam to make that happen. Not a game changer, but you know, something to think about. Alright, pause and then we'll work it out. Alright, I got that together. Really tight. Made a small sliver of a clearance on one side, that much, at the back, and was able to get it in, and then somehow it just kind of went together, but it was tight. Kind of got an extra panel line, you know, foam right here, but I hope the rest of it's not that tight, but I hope it's tight, but not that tight. I mean, they always say if it ain't tight, it ain't right. So anyways, we got tail feathers. Whoop whoop. Looks nice. Looks nice. I should take a little bit of time, add some decals right now, but I'll do that later. Hardware package. Pretty basic, but definitely some nice heavy duty hardware. Like 3/16. Looks like stainless steel bolts. Are they stainless steel? Are they? Let's just check real quick. Let's take one. They look really nice. It's like maybe a 3mm hex on that. So they're not stainless, but they sure are chrome plated and look really nice. Good stuff. But pretty minimal amount of bolting. Cowl screws. Not sure what those are for yet. Guessing wing bolts. Not sure. Haven't really read the manual much. it's kind of going for it here. Only one rod to install, and that's for the elevator. Everything else is like wings are good. Excited. Just excited, so I'm putting it together. Got these screws in. Holy crap, those were tight. Hope they're right. Looks good. Everything looks good. Not going to put the rod on until after I bind her up. So tail is ready to pop to the fuselage. Fuselage out of the box on the stand. Looks beautiful. Kind of weird how this side's higher than this side, but part of the design I'm supposing. Yeah, she looks good. I like the fact that it's got a canopy latch. Servo wires all labeled up, ready to hook up. Alright, let's see if we can get some feathers on this thing. Oh boy, these tail feathers, they're tight in here too. That's okay though, tight is good. It's just tight getting that in there, man. You really gotta push on this thing to get it in there. So I think I've got her where she goes. I just gotta put some bolts in and suck it down carefully. Everything's bolts into screw or plastic. I'm guessing it's probably these bolts. Well, maybe these long ones. Probably these long ones right here. Or that long one and that short one. Short one here. Long one up in here. Yep, there's your holes. Hole there, hole there. But boy, just getting the tail in there. Tapered, tight. Only going together once for me. The only thing that'll be coming off this is the wing. But wow. Tail feathers installed. The bolts were a little challenging, not bad. Got the job done efficiently. And then we decided to walk this way. Looks like we got to put a motor on this thing. I see an East SC up in there, smarty kind of stuff. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Sorry about that. Avion Smart ESC 70 amp, I think it says. Huh. 9-foot plane with a 70 amp ESC. One of them smarty plugs. Got the AR637T. Boatload of wires. I kind of had to tug on those wires to get that. I was having problems. The wires were getting in the way. There's where you stick your beers to keep them cold back there. Huge, huge. Big hand and even bigger battery bay. I mean, massive. You could put lunch for 3 in there. And then up there's where they had the ESC. Looks fairly basic. Looks like, you know, my little T28, but much bigger. So, zoom to 0. What's next? Motor. Let me pull the motor out. Let's take a look at the motor. Well, let me tell you what. This motor weighs about 1 pound. This thing is heavy. So there it is. This is what we get. 60 BL outrunner motor, 500 kV, a 13, 15, whatever the heck it means. So I'm guessing that's like a power 60. I think I just found me somebody to love. Damn. Alright, motor installed. You know, as I'm kind of working on this thing, I'm noticing on my little foam stand here, getting some yellow paint rubbing off on this. I don't like that. So I guess what's going to happen is maybe, I don't know, maybe, I think it's happening. Before the final. And I'm almost to the final. This thing needs a coat. We give it a good wipe down. I'll probably do it tomorrow in the morning. And seal it, because every time I put this together, if it's gonna be rubbing off like that, that ain't good. And here's from the back. It's got it on here too, so can't have that. Don't want all the color to rub off. But hey, the motor's on. Let me slide the cowl up on here. Let's just take a look-see at how that looks. Alright, cowling looks sweet on there. Really a tight fit. You know, I don't even think I got the bolt holes lined up yet. But the faint flimsy plastic, this is pretty sturdy plastic. I mean, this thing weighs probably a quarter pound. Probably more than a quarter pound. It was heavy. The dummy radio looks pretty good. I may give that a little blackout treatment in there, because I'm not sure if I like the yellow showing through, or the, yeah, it's kind of bright behind the motor. I may black that out. Yeah, but it's looking sweet. This thing assembles really quick. I'm about 45 minutes into it. Tail was a trick. Tail was probably 25 minutes of that. Motor slapped right on. Let's see what else we got to do. How's that look? Pretty much completely assembled. I do not have the wing bolted on. I just bound it up, and I don't know, I had it running on my puffy little 3300 Turnigy battery, and the smart alarm was going off like crazy, so I have to adjust that. Wing fits in here really nice. I haven't got, like I said, I didn't plug in the ailerons or anything yet, so got her assembled. It's looking gorgeous. Just got a few more touches to put on it. Like I said, I'm gonna coat it, I'm gonna spray it. I'll probably put some of the decals on first. I'm not sure what I'm gonna put on there for decals. I like the lightning bolts and stuff like that, and the check marks. But I'll probably put all that stuff on. I mean, other than that, boy, oh boy, what a big plane. This thing is massive. It's big. It's... The Spitfire's a 1.5. 2.0, baby, 2.0. Gonna be running it on the NX8. Trusty old NX8, which hasn't failed me yet. Brought to you by Pepsi. Alright, well, Wreck-'em Roy is going big. This right here, this is my first big model from E-Flight, Park Zone, or whatever it was back in the day, I don't know. This is the very first one I had. It's the one I really learned how to fly with. It's one that got me out off of safe. I still got it. it'd probably still fly if I put a little time into it and got her back to flying status. But boy, that plane's over, that's 10 years old plus, probably 12 years old. And now I've stepped up to the big boys. So this might get a couple mods, maybe a 3-blade prop, maybe some landing struts of another kind. I'm not sure. I haven't really pulled the landing gear out yet, so I'm not 100% on what I'm going to do with the landing gear. But I do have some stuff. Let me get these out of the bag. I have these struts. I may put on the mains. They're really nice. They're shock absorbing. They're really nice. Not sure if I can get them to work with the retracts that are in the plane. These came with another model I got. Guy threw them in when I bought the model from him. But they're pretty cool, and I hate to see them just sit around. Those would be sweet on the T28 here. And I might have to come up with something special, like maybe something like this for the front. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. Have to see these landing gear that are on it, see how they turn out. Alright, well, you know, as I say, if you wreck them, you better check them. Everything's good in the old garage, still got tons of stuff. I'd like to throw a couple shout outs to all the good friends on YouTube. EQRC is really good to me. He's a good guy. Treats me with serious respect, and I like that. GB Linden, another great guy. I get a lot of good stuff from GB. And there's way more in this garage from GB that GB. And then there's a bunch of shit on the other side of the garage from GB. Well, John VHRC, he's good. He treats me well too. Love flying with those guys. And flying season is just about to kick off, and it's going to be a good one this year, guys. So stick around, there's lots to come. Alright, well, Rick and Roy checking out. Here's the Easter egg. Coming out right along with that T28 is 2-meter P40. And I'll just tell you, that Pitts Python is hanging 6 feet 3 inches in the air, and that P40's nose is touching the ground. This rudder is damn near touching the pits. She's big. Things are gonna be good. See y'all soon.